I'm Lori Pinkerton with Ask an Expert. Today you're going to get a sneak peek into Brooke's life at 24 years old and a boyfriend of 3 years. What is driving her crazy about not getting to I do? Brooke, I'm so glad you're here today because I feel like so many women are going to be able to relate to exactly where you're at in your life right now. So share real quickly, where are you, what's going on for you in your relationship?
Well, I'm 24 and I've been with a great guy for 3 years now, and we have so many good things going on in our relationship except for one little problem, and that's that I want to get married right now. All my girlfriends are getting married, and yeah, that's the problem. So
what's not working for you? It sounds like everything's going great.
Well, I know he wants to get married to me, and I know we want to start a family and stuff, but it seems like he's giving me mixed signals, and I don't know what to do about it.
What do you mean by mixed signals? Give me more.
Give you more. Okay, well, for example, he calls me one day and goes, well, I want to get engaged. Let's get engaged. Now, I'm not proposing to you, but I want to get engaged. No. I'm like, okay, yeah, yes, let's go, let's do it. And then once I brought up it again, he just totally backed away like, oh, no. I didn't mean to say that. And like just total yes, no.
So what happens when he acts that way? How do you act?
Well, I just start to go a little bit crazy, and I know I'm going crazy, so I call him more, like, hey, what's up? I want to go.
So you're checking in,
yeah? Yeah, I'm checking in. I want to go out with him on guys' night, and not that I want to impose on the guys' night, but he has a full-time job, and I have a full-time job, and we don't live together, so we don't really see each other all that much. And then we both have hobbies in our own lives. So then on a Friday night, when I want to hang out and just have couple time, he wants to go and have a couple drinks with his buddies and relax, and I want to tag along because I just want to spend time with him. It doesn't matter what we're doing at home or with his friends, and then he pushes away because he thinks I'm too needy or, I'm clinging too much.
Right. Now, do you feel clingy and needy?
Yes,
you do.
I do.
So is it something that is okay with you or not okay with you, that you're acting this way?
No, it's like I know it, but I don't know how to stop it.
Right. So there's a couple things happening here that I want to bring to your attention and see if this fits for you. First of all, whenever we need somebody to do something for us to be happy, we've just completely disempowered ourselves from our own happiness. So I want to touch on the fact that you need him to marry you in order to be okay. That is kind of from a removed position. You're always at a disadvantage. So I want you to notice that right up front. I think it's human nature that we want a couple and we have lots of time frames that we want to do it in. But whenever you need him to be different, you can't make him be different. But what you can get clear about is how to communicate with him so that you get an understanding. Is he conflicted that he wants to be in a long-term relationship with you, or is he conflicted about the timing? So tell me, when are you guys really talking about this sensitive subject? Are you just arguing about it, or are you actually having conversations about it?
I'd say one conversation leads into an argument, or we'll be having an argument and I'll bring it up.
Well, that's important to know, because I think lots of times we just argue about things. We don't really have a conversation outside of the heated moment, right? So he disappoints you. He says, no, you can't go to guys' nights with me. And you're like, well, why not? I never get to see you. You said you wanted to get married, and yet you act like you want to be single, right? And so now we need to have that hot topic moment. It's not the time to really talk about our long-term plans. You need to talk about your long-term plans when you're both in a really good frame of mind. You can sit down, you can go for a walk, you kind of create an environment where he can open up. So the first step is talking about things in a timing that works for that situation. So it doesn't sound like you're doing that, so it's really important to start doing that. Second of all, I want you to start being an active listener. Okay. So many times women have their own agenda going on in their heads that you want him to say, yes, let's get married February 14th. But he's trying to tell you some other things, and there might be a lot of hidden clues in there about whether this dude's going to actually even be the dude you end up getting married with. So it's important to have the timing, to be a good listener, to not necessarily need him to marry you for you to be okay. We kind of touched on that. But more important than that, you have to stop doing this clingy, needy thing, because you're actually working against yourself and driving him away, right? Would you not agree that the clingier you get, the further he has to run away? It's kind of like the dog that got off the leash and he goes crazy. So I'd like to give you a great tip on what to do next. So you have this situation that feels a little bit like you're needy and he's running away, and that's not where you want to go at all. So what I want to invite you to do is have a date, and you're going to have in the back of your mind that this is going to be a special date. Maybe it's on a Sunday afternoon. You create an environment in which you're going to invite him to talk about these this big issue of where you're at in your relationship, you know, and then you're going to wait and you're going to listen for him to give you the answers. And then I want you to repeat back to him what it is that you heard him say. And that's really the foundation of any great marriage anyway. So you're going to be implementing the steps right now that's going to help to propel your relationship forward over time. This clingy business of her being needy and needing more and pushing him away is just not working for her, so I suggested a new way of going about it. Connect with me at yourtango.com/experts/dating and relationship expert.